What's up, everybody, and welcome back to what I'll refer to as a somber version of the Effing Terrible podcast. As always, I'm Effing Terrible, and my compadre, Florida Steve, is with me tonight on this sad occasion.
That's right.
I guess you shouldn't be sad. It's
Can I
a
pause you? Can I
celebration of
pause you?
life.
I just
Yeah.
want to point out, I don't think I'm cool with these glasses. My eye is hideous, and I don't want people to vomit watching us. But vomit any more than they normally would. It's not good. It's not good.
It's got the debris in
It's
it.
got some debris in it.
Yeah.
A little scratch on
Yep.
the surface, and it's goopy right now. It's gross.
Oh, that's goopy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're playing hurt. Well, we appreciate that. But we are going to do what we said we were going to do, which
Go.
is go in and have an entire night, an entire podcast about Hulk. Obviously, as most people know, we lost Hulk Hogan. He passed away. Our group text has an absolute hard no
Yeah.
on the Hulk love.
Yeah, many people fall in that category, but I listen, man. We've all done dumb stuff. We've all said stupid shit. I don't want to focus on that. We know what he did. We know what he said. Not good. Not a good look.
No bad. Yeah, but
However,
I've heard worse in traffic.
correct. Well, everyone's a little racist when you're in traffic. Shane Gillis taught it.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what he told me.
So let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on the positives of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I really, I do, and again, and I know this is why we're doing it. That's a Hulk Hogan in the WWF before it became WWE was a massive part of my childhood,
Our
and
childhood.
when he died, yeah, our
Yeah.
childhood, and when he died, I had to have a conversation with my kids because it was just so happened we had been watching Royal Rumbles all week. We'd been watching old Royal Rumbles, 88, 89, all the way through 99.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and when you called me, you're like, "What are you up to?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm watching the 93 Royal Rumble." And me and the kids are just like, "Hey, can we eat? Can we eat in the living room and watch wrestling?" I go, "Yeah, today you can
Yeah.
for Hulk."
Heck yeah.
For Hulk.
Heck yeah.
So I don't even you know what? I don't even know where to begin. But I honestly think, because I think it'll go off in different directions, I think we should probably just kick off with our discussion with our three favorite.
Can I start off with a confession?
Yeah, please do.
You ever make a mistake in life that you know? No, I know not you. This is more for our audience to think about and ponder. I know Donnie's never made a mistake. You ever make a mistake that when it happens, you know that for the rest of your life, you will forever live in regret that you allowed it to happen? Where you're like, how did I not seize that opportunity? How did I not do that thing? How did I, whatever it is? So, a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, we have a brand new Daly's gas station, Shell gas station at the corner of our neighborhood.
Been there. Did a taste test there with your kids.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan launches his new beer. Hulk Hogan is at that gas station. I know when he's going to be at that gas station. I literally am like, I'm working in my neighborhood that day, so we will leave work and we will go to that gas station and wait however long of a line we have to, and I will pay the guy working for me to just stand in line with me. Completely forgot.
Oh, that stinks.
Until we pulled in to get gas at the end of the day, and I saw the picture. I could have met Hulk Hogan, and I didn't.
Yeah, that sucks.
And
Yeah, that's
I'll start this conversation off by going by just being very clear and blunt. For all the Hulkamaniacs out there, you're not looking at one. I never liked Hogan. I understood what Hogan was,
yeah,
but I wasn't a Hogan guy. I respect what he did. There is no anybody after him without him. It'd still be this
correct.
silly,
Yeah,
bad, small town wrestling. So not a fan, but respect. Like to have met him and been like, dude, you made my childhood awesome. That's all I was gonna say to him. I'm like, I'm not gonna gush over you. I'm not gonna pretend like I was your biggest fan. I'm just gonna tell you, you helped make my childhood unbelievably awesome. Pay-per-views on the cheater box. Dude, doesn't get much better. You got 5 guys sleeping over to watch Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, whatever it is, WrestleMania. Dude, he made my childhood great.
absolutely. And again, I totally, you as usual, I usually do. I agree with you. I was a Hulk fan, but not a Hulk fanatic. I wouldn't go as far as to say I was a Hulkamaniac. I will be the first one to admit that, and I will jump off with saying that actually my number three moment, because we were going to do top three moments,
Yep.
whether it's a movie or a cameo or whatever, a wrestling gimmick, whatever it was, we were going to do
An
our three.
awesome
My
TV
number
show.
three, yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll get there. My number three is him making the turn to the NWO.
That was in my opinion, I just totally disagree with you. That's number
That's my
one.
one of my favorite
That's
things.
number one for me because it's, in my opinion, the only thing he did that I thought was cool. That was the coolest thing he ever did. He did nothing for me as a fan. Like his character, his gimmick, it did nothing for me. I got it. I understood it. I knew he was going to win every WrestleMania. When he turned heel, I was like, yes, you finally moved the needle for me. No pun intended. That was the coolest thing he ever did.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I
hands
for
down.
me for me it's number three. Like I look at Hulk Hogan in a completely different light. I look at him a completely different way. And again, we have the different ideas about what which one goes where and all that different stuff, but I I loved
He was the
that, but
American,
at the same time it
yeah,
was number three.
he was the American hero forever. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw Hogan turning heel. That was the greatest heel turn in the history of wrestling. For now,
Yeah, and the fact
and let me steal something. Then, now, forever. There's no, because now it's predictable. Now everybody can turn heel. The Rock can turn heel. This
yeah.
guy, it doesn't matter. Hogan would never turn heel. Hogan was the fans' wrestler, right? He was the American. It was the American wrestler. Like everyone loved him or liked him or whatever. They knew what his role was. He switched it. No, never again.
He walked so that others could run. His change, his turn made it so that everyone else could turn later. Like now anyone can
But
turn.
now it's
Now that
abused.
being
It's abused now.
it is, but I will say this just to go off the little bit corner. Did you see what Seth freaking Rollins did at SummerSlam?
No, I'm so far
For
removed.
those so for all those who don't know, or for you who doesn't know, a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago now, the noise going around the whole world was that Seth Rollins blew his knee out. And like he did a couple podcasts, like everything was like on the up and up that he was legitimately having surgery because he blew his knee out. So then you go to SummerSlam where CM Punk finally wins back the heavyweight championship. And as he's sitting there, with it in his hands, all excited, Seth freaking Rollins music hits and he comes out on crutches. and then he turns around and goes back in because he's got money in the bank. He's got the money in the bank briefcase.
Yeah.
And then as he turns around again, takes the knee brace off. He's not injured. He came down and whooped his ass and took his title. I thought it was great.
Seth
I
Rollins is
thought it
good
was. They
too.
sold that one hard.
Yeah.
They sold that one hard.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, that's where we're kind of going with, like, is the turns and the exact, like, Hogan
today,
really, he opened the
yeah,
door.
but today you almost have to go that far to get something over because
Yeah.
now it I don't want to say it's all been done, but it's kind of all been done. Like you get a tag team, you get a really good tag team, you know at some point they're going to turn on each other. Cuz that's what the WWF does. We know it's going to come.
Oh,
Eventually it's going to come. They're going to rockers. The
yeah. They're going
Rockers,
to
yeah,
rockers. Yeah.
the Rockers set that bar. They, so like that's what was so cool about, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, wrestling's way better now than it was then." Yeah, athleticism. No, it is. I mean, the technicalities, the physical attributes of these guys are way better. They do way better stuff, way cooler stuff. However, the storytelling back then, nothing had been told.
Yeah.
The pages were
Well,
blank.
also, I will say this. I think the disparity or the gap, like, between talent, these guys are obviously much more athletic and able to do more interesting things, but the gamesmanship, the sale of a move, like the way they sold it, and like I just feel like even back in the day, even the undercard wrestlers, like your Brooklyn Brawlers, and, like, the guys like that, they were top-notch wrestlers. And now you watch some of these these events, and these matches they look terrible. They just don't look good. And, like, yeah, the great ones look good, but like the middle card looks like shit. And I just watched 10 SummerSlams. I'm sorry, Royal Rumbles, and even the undercard matches looked amazing. And I think the overall skill and, like, dedication. I look at it, maybe because I'm old. I'm an old get off my lawn guy now.
That's all you're
These
doing.
kids,
Yeah, you got
these
nostalgic.
kids, these kids don't sell it like they used to
Nah,
sell it, and they don't ride as hard as they used
you
to.
got. I think you have nostalgic eyes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, those guys were pilled up and drunk and coked out of their
That's
brains
right.
and fighting on one leg, and they looked great.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. I loved every minute of it. And it was better. I don't care what anybody says.
All right.
And the reason I know that it's at least arguable that it's better is because there's multiple channels you can go find all of the old ones on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's for us. They know they're selling a product. That's why if you go to eBay, the 80s and 90s are for sale all over That's why they're re-releasing all these new action figures from when we were kids, He-Man, WWF. They're releasing them all now.
Because we have way more money now.
Because we have money, and we're gonna buy them. We're gonna buy all this stupid crap that we don't need.
Oh, did you want me to go get out my collection of WWF old school wrestling cards and sit here and hold them up?
I'll match you one for one. They're sitting all on my table or my counter right here. I got it.
Had to get them all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
You actually, I always envied you because not only did you have the WWF guys, you had the WCW guys. I was so jealous of that. I used to go to your house and be like, "Damn, he's got WCW guys too. You could have Sting wrestle the Ultimate Warrior. Come on."
Dude, a big Stinger guy. Yeah. I mean, Sting was the WCW Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, and I mean, until the NWO came along, WCW is clearly the Walmart version of the WWF.
Yeah. I still ate it up.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
I mean, some give me more, whatever I can get them. So, I mean, it was just, man, and like you go back to the things that they did, and like, again, we're getting off of Hulk, but like I showed my kids when Jake the Snake had the Cobra bite Randy Savage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when that happened, I remember running upstairs and be like, telling my daddy to call the police. like, do we have to do something? Like, this is clearly happening.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. Like it was just some of the craziest shit. That or like you said when, the was it the barbershop when Shawn Michaels kicked Marty Jannetty through the
Oh yeah,
window?
kick her around the world.
Oh my
But
God.
that's my point. Nothing like that had ever happened. Like
No.
that was the first real super tag team that were fan favorites. Everyone loved the Rockers. You didn't see it. You knew there was some tension. You never saw the kick coming. Never in a million years as a kid you saw that kick coming. Now you can kind of predict the kick is coming. You
Yeah.
don't know exactly when, but you know it's coming. As soon as uh, a guy starts having a little bit of beef, he's complaining because he's not getting tagged in. You're like, okay, here's the demise of whatever this tag team is.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
let me go to my number 3 moment. And it's not a
please do.
it's not a I'm gonna have a theme to my moments, except for my number 1, which was the NWO turn, because I was like, that's awesome. Uh, when the Undertaker debuted and came out against Hogan with Brother Love. Do you remember he opens the casket and attacks Hogan on the Brother Love show?
Oh, okay. So you don't mean the very first one.
No,
You
not
mean
Royal
like
Rumble, not like his debut
no,
at the
because
Royal Rumble.
that was Survivor. He was
Oh, he was
million
Ted
to the TV.
DiBiase, right? He was Ted DiBiase's
Yeah,
secret thing. Yeah, right. No, I'm
yeah,
talking
at
about
Survivor
yeah,
Series.
I'm talking about when he was on the Brother Love show and they're talking, and Undertaker just opens up and just attacks Hogan. I
Yeah,
was like, this is amazing. Again, not a Hogan guy, just a wrestling fan. That moment, I remember sitting in my family room. That was a Saturday night or a Saturday morning event. And I was like, holy crap, Hogan just got destroyed by The Undertaker. The Undertaker he's dead. This is amazing. He's going to actually destroy Hulkamania. Of course,
yeah,
we
because he's
know.
a dead human being. Like
He's a dead,
he's
you
not a
can't
real
beat him.
human.
You can't hurt him. Like, this is
How do
amazing.
you kill a dead guy?
Finally, Hogan has met his match. But we know how that went.
Yeah, same way it did with the Ultimate Warrior.
Um, the Warrior versus Hogan. Who are you rooting for?
I was rooting for the Warrior.
Okay, thank you. That's the right answer.
I mean, come on. You were at my house when we would put highlighters on our face. We would
Okay,
draw on our
yeah,
face with
yeah.
highlighters.
Ultimate Warrior
Like,
is
I mean, I was root. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know any better. But yeah, Hogan was great. He was the guy, whatever. But then out comes the Ultimate Warrior, and like, and that's the other thing about Hulk is like he did enough back and forth where like he relinquished, and then when they needed him to pick back up again, like,
yeah, but
he, who he reminds me of?
he was reluctant to relinquish a
Yeah, but
lot.
he still did the things that he needed to do. You know who the only person you can truly compare him to in wrestling like folklore, I think, at least for us, maybe like if you go way, way back, but the only other person I feel like really rode and drove and just made wrestling better at all times, no matter what it cost him or how he had to do it, it's him and The Undertaker.
Okay, okay. I was afraid you were going to say Ric Flair
No, no,
because
no. Ric Flair is out for Ric
Ric
Flair.
Flair put everyone over. Ric Flair
Yeah,
lost so many matches because he was putting guys over. Like Ric Flair is the only reason Sting is good or became what he is because Flair put him
yeah.
over. Flair put so many guys over, but Taker put a lot of guys over too.
Yeah, and like he kept switching up his whole persona because they told him to, and like I just watched the like I said again, all the Royal Rumbles. I just watched the one where he gets beat by Brock Lesnar kind of in like a bullshit way. And you're like, "Man, I wonder how that went down in the locker room. I wonder how they clearly were trying to push Brock. That was his first big thing, like real big thing, and he took
Rightfully
down
so.
Taker, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and then Taker gets back in the ring and gives him a high five and tells him you go get that belt. And I'm like, yeah, he was just always a good soldier. I mean, I know that Hogan wasn't always a good soldier, especially later, like in WCW, where when he was little later on when there was absolutely no guidance in WCW,
Yeah.
like he kind of went off the rails.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about like the finger poke of doom or whatever they call
So
that nonsense.
it's funny because we started this podcast off saying let's not talk about the negatives of Hogan, and I'm pretty sure that's all I've done. Is like
It's not negatives. It's like it's part. I mean, I
he
think the
didn't.
difference between the negatives,
Yeah, I mean
like you're not going.
negative
I
in
mean, you're not
real.
going fuck that racist bastard.
Yeah, negative in real life. I'm leaving out the negatives in wrestling. Listen, man, I just wasn't a Hogan guy, so I'm going to point out things I didn't like.
Yeah, and
Now,
it's not that. And the thing is like they're not liking something about a wrestler is almost what as good as loving something about a wrestler.
100,
Like
100%, 100%.
so, I mean, so yeah, I mean, it's I loved I loved all those. So I mean, there's our three, our number threes, which obviously I took your number one, so I'll have to go back to it again. So now we go to my number two. And I think I can tell you what my number two is without even having to say a word.
I know what it is. I already knew what it was.
Thunderlips, the ultimate male. Autographed by the man himself. Thunderlips. His role in Rocky 3, is one of my favorite parts of all the Rockies, which is odd. I know that's crazy to say. I love that part of that movie so much because not only was I younger, obviously, when it came out, but also at the same time, like you said, this is wrestling in the mainstream, and like
Yeah,
there was so much that they were doing with like the Cindy Lauper nonsense, like all that different stuff, and then
yeah.
now here's Hogan in Rocky 3. I loved him as Thunderlips.
It
One
was
of my favorite.
yeah, it was a fun opening to a movie for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better opening for a Rocky movie. It had me hooked from Jump Street. I loved it. It's to this day one of my favorite things. It's the first thing I went and showed my kids when I heard he died. I'm like, "Oh, you guys got to watch this. Like you guys got to check this out."
Yeah.
And I loved it. And that's my number 2 for me.
Well, my number two. This I'm going to keep with the theme. I loved when the mega powers connected. I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, this is so cool. I'm like, this is so cool. Obviously, it's Hogan. He's the biggest name. I loved Savage. I think from the first time I saw him, I was like, I like this dude. Mega powers explode. I was a kid, so I was naive enough to not know what was going to happen. So I didn't know if Hogan would win. I didn't know if Macho Man would win. I was naive, man. I watched it at Mike Cirillo's family room. I'll never forget it. His dad rented it for us. It was awesome.
Well, I mean, it was so believable because of all the conversation about Elizabeth.
So
You know what I
so
mean? Like
here
it was so
here
relatable.
so here let me throw the twist in it. I was rooting for Macho Man because even as a young kid, I was like, bro, keep your hands off his girl. Why are you on Miss Elizabeth? What are you doing?
Which is fair.
Which is
Which is
what are
fair.
you do? I remember I was little. What are you doing with his girl? Like, why are you coming out to pull her from the ringside? Say, hold on, pause.
Pausing. If someone's girl need to be saved and you're going to save her? While we have a moment
No,
while
I'm good. I'm
Florida
good. I'm
Steve
good.
is
I'm good.
doing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Had to take a quick break. My garage door was opening. I didn't want it to be loud.
Oh, okay. It's
Um,
fair. Which is fair.
but don't come down messing with a man's woman. Macho Man was right in that situation. From that point on, I was 100% a Macho Man fan. I think he's one of the greatest heels of all time. Until he fought the Ultimate Warrior in the retirement match. And that was nothing but respect for me. I was like, this is awesome. I'm like, these are two of my favorite wrestlers. One was extremely talented, one was the Ultimate Warrior. What more could you ask for?
Yep.
But Mega Powers exploding was a huge deal. The build up to it was fantastic. The whole Elizabeth thing, the fight in the locker, or in the in the locker room when he's on the stretcher. The whole thing was just built up and perfectly dramatic for a little kid to buy in, hook, line, and sinker. Man, and Miss Elizabeth,
Oh
my
yeah.
first crush, no
Oh
doubt,
my
no
God.
doubt, my first crush.
Miss Elizabeth,
To this day,
Kelly Kapowski,
to this day, Lex Luger can kiss my ass. If I saw his
which is
if I saw his crippled ass in a wheelchair, I would think about punching him.
fair,
Yeah.
which is fair. Like for the people who are the layperson, her death is largely on his
Oh,
hands.
it's on his
I mean,
hands.
I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think there's any negotiating. I think the only argument. Yeah, I don't even know if there's an
There's
argument to
no
say that's not
argument.
almost
I mean, she chose it. She
not
chose the lifestyle, but he let her into that lifestyle. And guess what else? Like the lack of response to get her help because he was scared. Man, you're a karma. Put it this way: look at a picture of him now. Karma's catching up. And my brother,
got him.
hell is hot. Hell is hot.
Yeah, got him. No, you're right. Got him. But yeah, it's yeah, that's on Lex. Like, and I think I mean obviously I don't blame the lifestyle that they were living on him.
No.
I think the easy slam dunk is that his failure to get her help when that happened is why she died. Like, there's no argument.
Also, you stole her from. She left. I'm not gonna give her. I'm not gonna give her a free pass. Macho Man, we know from history, super jealous, super controlling, and she was like, "I gotta get out of here." Lex was like, "I'll get you out of here." Into a pile of coke.
Yeah.
So
Which is my favorite. I love that she was in a terribly abusive relationship with Macho Man and who's a wrestler and drugs, steroid, that lifestyle, and she decides the best way out is to go to another wrestler. Like, I'm like,
who's
maybe
who's more
maybe
steroided
by
out?
yeah, like maybe make a different
Yeah,
sport.
maybe
Have you tried football?
yeah,
Maybe you live a little longer.
maybe pick like a jewel store manager.
Yeah, yeah, or possibly a guy who owns his own landscaping company. Like,
Man, there was options. There were options. So that's definitely
so you're saying there's a chance.
that's 100% my number two. But I was on the opposite. I was on the wrong side of Hogan in that one. Not the wrong side. I was on the opposite side of probably 99% of people. I was so pro Savage in that, and I was young enough to be naive to think he had a chance.
Agreed. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So before I go to my number one, I want to throw out, as I'm looking through just right now through IMDb, just a couple of honorable mentions that need to get brought up occasionally, just so that we can reminisce about, like, and as you go through IMDb, there's all of the football movie or I'm sorry, the wrestling shows, but you got a couple episodes of the Love Boat for Hogan, couple 2 3 episodes of the A Team for Hogan. And then as we get up towards the top, obviously what you were referring to is the unreplaceable, unexplainable Thunder in Paradise.
TV gold.
I don't know how
In the
it's
catacombs of
possible.
bad TV, that is like on the top shelf, reserved for the finest viewing.
Needless to say, you do remember that it started, he had an eye patch.
Oh yes, I do. Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a guy with an eye patch and solving crimes and using a boat to track bad people down. Like, the there is a great scene of him avoiding like explosions on a Sea-Doo, like a jet
Yep.
ski.
Yep. I know exactly what. Yep.
I mean, it is cinematic masterpiece. Like it is everything you would want it to be. And I've been rewatching some of it, and
Painful.
I'm the kind of guy I'm the kind of guy who can take a lot of enjoyment out of bad stuff.
Yeah.
and like just take it in. Like and it's great. It's great. If you got time and a couple of drinks and some friends, sit down and make your way through a few episodes of Thunder in Paradise. But that being said, what you're currently in the middle of, I know it because I could see it in your glasses. If you have the ability to sit down with someone and have a few drinks and watch No Holds Barred, that is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Awesome.
Rip 'em.
Awesome.
What's that smell? Dookie.
Dookie. Oh, it's
A
great. It's
great,
a great. It's a
great.
great bad movie.
You know what? And that was almost my number one, but I had already gone so many different ways. Then I also wanted to point out Gremlins 2, great cameo. Great cameo in Gremlins 2. And then Suburban Commando and Mr. Nanny. Suburban Commando's classic.
Yeah, I was gonna say Suburban Commando. I don't even hate.
It's
I don't even
classic.
hate that. It's a fun. It was a fun movie.
It's not. No, it's obvious. Honestly, it's probably his best work
Well,
as far as acting
if you're a
goes.
little kid and it's Hulk Hogan and you're watching that movie, it's the same way when No Holds Barred came out. It was the greatest thing ever when you were a little kid. It was amazing. I remember me and Mike Cirillo went to the theaters. We watched it and we were so jacked. And then what happens? Zeus shows up in the WWF. Wow. Never saw that coming. Why? We were little kids. It was awesome.
How did we not know?
It was so awesome.
It was so. I mean, I would. I mean, I'll vote. I'll vote and say that I think that Suburban Commando is his best film. There is another one that I saw on here that I watched the trailer for. Well, first of all, he was the bad guy in Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain. Don't know if you caught that one. But have you seen the trailer for The Ultimate Weapon?
No.
It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. I can't. It's basically his attempt and whoever there was involved's attempt at trying to remake Commando with him, but taking on the IRA.
I have seen it. Now that you just said that, because your last visit to Florida, we established Commando is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, Commando's
It's a
amazing.
Father's Day must. It's Star Wars, Running Man, and Commando every Father's Day, every single
Which
Father's Day.
is an unbelievable
Yeah,
lineup.
I totally know exactly what movie you're talking about.
And
It's
it's
just
awful.
yeah, it's the Walmart version of Commando, which was already a Walmart version. So maybe like a Dollar Tree version of Commando.
It's got to, yeah, it's more like a
There you
Dollar
go.
Tree version.
Yeah, so good.
Because as we've discussed, I feel like the bad guy in Commando is the funniest fucking thing on the planet.
Gone.
His
Oh,
outfit.
yeah, he's wearing chain link vest. It's awesome. It's
It's so
amazing.
bad.
It's amazing. Hey,
I could
an
watch
honorable
that movie
mention.
over and over.
Hey, an honorable mention, and I can say this because she's an adult now, and I was a kid then. How hot was Alyssa Milano? Come on, like
Well, all the way until I don't know, recently, Alyssa Milano was all like even in the early days, Who's the Boss when she was our age, and then like as she got older and did like
charm.
what was that really no what no she did like a dirty movie, like a
Oh
Skinamax
no,
movie.
no, she was in the Mark Wahlberg Alicia Silverstone movie.
No, no, that's Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon.
Yes,
Fear.
Fear.
She did a dirty movie, like a Skinamax
She
movie,
did.
and now I've got it. Yeah, I'm gonna find it,
Well,
and I will
it
be the first person to
it better be on
admit
Super
because
Box.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am the person that Well, as I'm now in my 40s, I've come clean with my dad about all the awful things I did when I was a child. I for sure snuck down into the basement and watched this with the volume on 2 in the middle of the night. I'll find it. Hold on. I'm doing it right now. It was before. Oh, she was also super hot in Buying the Cow, which is an amazing film.
That's obscure reference I've never heard of.
You've never seen Buying the Cow?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's good. It's good. So the name of the movie is Poison Ivy 2.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's listed as an erotic thriller.
Yes. So I know exactly what movie this is, and I'll tell you why. This movie came out when, okay, for our younger listeners, viewers, you used to have cable boxes in your house. You didn't have wires that just made cable happen. You used to have a box that
Hmm.
sat on top of your TV that you had to, wire into your TV. Well, if you had a special buddy, you could get a cheater box, which would unlock all the channels, pay per views, dirty movies, anything and everything.
Oh yeah.
Poison Ivy 2 was on pay per view, because this is when movies were on pay per view, on repeat. I cannot tell you, I know exactly, I know the movie by heart now. I can't tell you how many late nights Steve had in the family room with the volume at 2. Volume at 2,
So
Poison Ivy 2, 100%.
yeah.
That's what that is. That's a 45-year-old mind who completely pushed that memory out. It's back.
Oh, the days
It's back. And I
back in
will
the
tell you,
days.
I'm going to look it up on Superbox.
I'm gonna watch it probably
I'm
tonight.
going to try it.
On 2, volume
My garage
down.
door has a lock. Just saying.
So yeah, as we've gone off the rails, which I knew we would.
Hey, man, sports
Uh,
adjacent.
any any other honorable mentions before we knock out? Well, I know you're number one, so I fucked that up for you.
It's fine. I don't care. I knew we were gonna cross paths somewhere. So
Yeah. So my number.
I have two honorable mentions.
Okay.
One's the obvious one, and I'm gonna leave it aside in case it's your number one. I don't want to spoil it. My honorable mention is Hulk Hogan, Big Boss Man, Blue Steel Cage, Saturday Night Main Event, sitting in my parents' bedroom with their TV because my parents were watching some show or a movie or something, all alone, doing wrestling moves on the king size pillows in my parents' bed. Hulk Hogan, Boss Man, Blue Steel Cage, Saturday Night Main Event was awesome. Saw it in the TV guide. Yeah, TV guide. You'd have to look at
Oh,
that to see when the next Saturday Night Main Event is. And you look, you'd be like, Saturday Night Live, shit. Saturday Night Live, shit. Saturday Night Live, shit. Saturday Night Live Main Event. Oh my God. Like the world was opening to you. It was when there was a when that happened on a Saturday night, it was life altering. It was like who's sleeping over? Where are we watching this? Just so happened, no sleep over that night, but I was in my parents' bed doing wrestling moves on pillows, watching Hulk Hogan beat up my Big Boss Man in a blue steel cage. Unforgiving steel cages. Ah, oh, dude, so cool. It was so cool.
so according to, and now again, I don't put any stock on any of this. That match is the number 8 in his career, the number 8 best match.
I believe that. Iconic.
Okay,
It was iconic.
I think it should be higher, only because as I get ready to tell you mine, I because it's gonna come to this. As I go down here, the number 1 match listed in his career is Hulk Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania 18. That is wrong.
Uh, Not according to most people.
I don't think that's it.
Most people believe that was the coolest moment. I left it off my list. I agree. It was awesome. It was so cool. I left it off my list because I don't agree with it that it was the coolest. So I didn't want to recognize it. But
the match.
wait,
I just
hold
don't
on.
think the match was as good.
Before we get to this list that you're doing, I want you to do your number one because I'd like to play a game to see if I can guess any of these matches.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, so my number one is WrestleMania 3.
Okay, there you go. That's
The
why I didn't bring it up.
the Andre the Giant Slam. So like that's the one. Like that's the
So,
one. I feel like WrestleMania 3 kind of opened the door, like kicked the door open for like the wrestling business. After that, it was like it was on. Like
well,
it blew up from after that.
it was the official passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only so this is why it's not in my top three. It's not the first time Andre was slammed.
I
The
know,
way
but
it
it's
was
the
built.
first time everyone really saw it.
I know. It was billed that way though. And I'm like, but that's not true.
And the thing is back then you could do that kind of stuff because we didn't have the internet
Yeah.
or rewind or
100%.
any of that
Yeah.
shit.
100%.
So like good on them for doing what they needed to do, I think.
I agree.
But okay. So that being said, just to do this game with you, I have it pulled up and they have listed the top 15.
All right.
So I've
I
gone through them a few times. So feel free to
I think I can get a
shout them
few. I think
out.
I can get a few of them. I knew
Okay.
the Rock and Hogan would be on there.
Yeah.
Hogan Warrior.
Yes, that's on there.
Mega Powers Explode, of course.
Yes, that's also on there.
Andre's gonna be on there.
Yep.
His matches with Piper and Mr. T.
No Piper. Piper and Mr. T are not on here.
Really?
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one? Wait, I'm trying to fix my memory. Was that Survivor Series against Team Andre?
No.
Because that is on here.
Okay, so no.
But the Piper, Mr. T,
Orndorff
Cyndi Lauper, that whole one, no,
really?
it's not on here.
Ah, shocking.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me. Okay. Hogan Iron Sheik.
Also not on here. Should
What?
be. I
That's a
know.
travesty.
They have.
That's wrong. This list is wrong. So everyone, I guess it's not on here. This list is a joke.
Yeah, because right now, I'm going to tell you right now, they have
Iron
McMahon.
Sheik, that was a huge moment. That was huge.
Dude, isn't that the one where he cut his forehead open? He cut him open with those boots.
Yeah, and he had
The Iron Sheik cut
a
him up with
camel
those boots.
clutch, and Hogan broke out. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Which is crazy because they have number 5 is the Hogan versus McMahon street fight in WrestleMania 19.
All right. Okay.
I don't like that one either.
There's gotta be a Hogan Flair on there.
There is.
Because there's two icons hitting it up.
Yeah, so the one that they have on here, let's see, I think it's number 11. Nope, that's not it. It's number 12, Hogan Flair 91.
Yep.
In Madison Square Garden.
All right. Original Taker versus Hogan.
It's not on there.
Shut up.
I went through the whole list. I thought for sure it would be 2.
Come on, dude. That was huge.
I know. I can't believe it. And the ones that they have on here, that's why I'm saying this list is dog shit.
Okay.
Because like there's some on here I can tell you that are on here that you're never gonna get. Like Hogan, Brock Lesnar at SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't.
Hogan. What's that Japanese wrestler?
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
No. In new pro or all whatever the Japanese company is. All new pro Japanese wrestling or whatever.
There's no Hogan versus a Japanese man. Nope.
Okay, so that list is bogus because that was America versus Japan. It was a huge match. Okay.
Yeah, I don't this is the one that's got the most votes, and I don't agree with really any of it. Well, I mean, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. So just so I can give you an
Yeah, go
idea.
ahead, because we're all over the map here.
Yeah, because this thing is really, and I mean, again, so I went through them all, and this is the one that has the most, the most votes, the most reviews, the most interactions. So like, this is the one
All
that's
right, so I
responded
so
to
I
the
got
most.
I got like what, 6 or 7
Oh,
of the top
several.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel good about that.
So here you got Hogan Rock. WrestleMania 18 is the number one, and then number two is the Hogan Savage.
Okay, Mega Powers.
Yep. Hogan Ultimate Warrior is number three. Then it's WrestleMania 3 is number four.
Okay, so top four I got.
Yeah. Hogan McMahon Street Fight is number five. It's not number five. That can't be number five. Hogan versus Paul Orndorff in 1986
Okay,
is number six.
that's but that's under the same like guise of Piper, Orndorff, Mr. T. It was that era. I knew it was that era. That had to be in there because Hogan and Piper and Orndorff was a big thing. That's why he brought Mr. T in, hence the Rocky thing. Okay. I'll take half credit for that.
So yeah, I'll give you that. I agree with. I get what you're saying. So yeah, I agree. And then seven is Team Hogan, Team Andre at the '87 Survivor Series. Then there's your Big Boss Man Blue Steel Cage, which the photo they have here is just
Is
perfect.
it?
Like the blue steel cage.
Uh,
Bring that back.
well,
Bring that back
but
for me.
it's unforgiving. You can't work with it. That's why they got rid of it.
I just want to see it for a little
I
while.
agree.
So then it's got a Hogan Terry Funk match. It was so old they don't even have the date on here.
That's probably in Japan.
Probably.
That's probably what Japan
And then Hogan number 10 is Hogan King Harley Race.
Okay.
And then 11's Hogan Lesnar at SmackDown. Then 12 is Hogan Flair.
And I got a Hogan Flair.
13 is yeah, you got that one. Hogan Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam in 05.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
You know what makes that one great
No.
is if you remember that match, that's the match where Shawn Michaels oversold everything. Remember, like he'd kick him and he'd fly 8 feet in the air.
I do now. Hey, if we're looking for a
Yeah, if you
sponsor,
rewatch that, you should watch that one again.
hit us up.
Yeah, no, please let it. Hey, we'll drink anything you send us for free. Well, you can be our sponsor. All right, and then as we're going, 14 is Hogan and Hogan Orndorff and Paul Orndorff in the steel cage. 15 is Hogan Andre the Giant steel cage in 88. And the last one on this apparently 16 numbered list, I don't know why, is Hogan versus the Genius.
What? Lanny
Yeah, I don't know
Lanny
why.
Poffel, Macho Man's brother?
Saturday night main event number 24, Hulk Hogan versus the Genius. That's number 16.
Nah.
Again, this list is the most voted
Yeah.
on, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. How is that that's not a good match. Because you know the outcome before it even happens.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, so I just said it out loud and it made me realize that's why I was never a Hogan fan. You knew the outcome. Hey, how about this? This one just popped in my head. How about Hogan Slaughter? When Slaughter turned to
oh
Iraq.
yeah.
That was great. I mean, terrible in hindsight, like it's a stupid storyline, but as a kid, that was great. You hated Slaughter. He turned
Yeah.
Iraqi. That's not on there? Come on.
Nope.
Stop.
That's a shame too. You're right though. That Sergeant Slaughter push where
Colonel
he was the champ.
Mustafa? Come on. They named him Colonel Mustafa. Come on. That was
Dude, you imagine if they tried to get away with that shit nowadays, everyone would lose their fucking minds.
no, they wouldn't. They'd lose their mind if you were rooting for Hulk Hogan.
Oh God.
You'd have
Oh,
to
you're like,
root.
I love America.
You'd have to root for Colonel Mustafa.
Yeah, because of whatever that's called. Uh, but yeah, I mean, fuck. 49, 50 minutes of talking about Hulk Hogan, and I mean, occasionally Alyssa Milano and Miss Elizabeth, but
They get their props.
it's just, yeah, it's just, I don't know that, you know, I can't put into word. He literally paved the way for a million things. You know, like the way wrestling is now, the way that these wrestlers move into movies now, the way that these actors move into wrestling now, like the fluidity between it all and the money they make. I hope that, and it seems like it. I hope that every wrestler right now that's making all that money that they're making, even if they hated things that he did or they hated his some of
Him,
his beliefs,
yeah,
yeah, or him altogether, just step back and go, thank God he was there,
yeah.
or I'd be fucked.
I will. I will tell
I'd
you.
be the most popular guy. I'd be the most popular guy at the Gold's Gym.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The the best interview. So I watched a ton of stuff after he passed away. Obviously, it was all over social media, everywhere. You couldn't scroll through any social media without finding someone talking about it. I think um, the greatest perspective, and Google it, YouTube it, whatever you got to do, was Bubba Ray or Bully Ray, however you know him. Um, he put it into perspective perfectly. He's like, there is no wrestling as we know it. And I'm summarizing. It's long, it's great, it is heartfelt, it's emotional, it's legit. But there is nothing we know from the first time we saw Hulk Hogan to today without Hulk Hogan. There is none. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It might exist in some form somewhere along the way in a different way, but we only live in one timeline, supposedly.
supposedly.
Another podcast. There's none of this without Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is
No,
and is he the greatest wrestler of all time? Nope. Nope. Is he the greatest performer of all time? Absolutely not. But he is the greatest um he's the greatest thing to ever happen to professional wrestling. Period.
for
And
sure.
hard stop. There is no rebuttal to that. Ric Flair's amazing. His promos are amazing. Hulk Hogan did more. The Rock. The Rock is my favorite of all time. There is no Rock without a Hogan.
No, for sure there's not.
There is no Kobe
For sure
Bryant
there's
without a
not.
Michael Jordan. There are
No.
certain people who just change the trajectory of something in a way that cannot be duplicated, cannot be replicated. Hulk Hogan was that. I I kick myself every day that I didn't get to meet him.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, and I think if it weren't for Hulk Hogan, like guys like The Rock, guys like Brock Lesnar, guys like Bill Goldberg, they're the coolest JV wrestling coaches in town. You know what I
Well,
mean?
because here's another thing. It's like that in that same vein, Hogan got to do things and worked with Vince McMahon and got in his ear and said, "Hey, what if we do this? What if I do this?" And a lot of it was, of course, self, you know, fulfilling. Like he was working for himself, which you have to in that business. But how much did that open up Vince's eyes to going, "Hey, there are other guys with ideas." Like when The Rock said, "Hey, let me just be me. Let me just be The Rock." And he came out and he spoke to the audience and he was mean and he was awesome. He was not Rocky Maivia. He was The Rock. It, you know, who knows if Vince ever lets that control kind of go to the wrestlers as little as he lets it happen. Who knows if that ever happens if Hogan doesn't have all these great ideas?
Yeah, and the thing is like if you like you just said, like if it weren't for Hogan's heel turn and how they operated the NWO, then Vince McMahon, I don't know if he ever lets the Attitude Era even take off.
No, there's no
Because like The
DX.
Rock, Stone Cold,
There's no DX without
none of them.
Hogan. Without Hogan's heel turn, you don't get DX, I don't think.
Without Hogan's heel turn, you have no anti-heroes like Stone Cold, like guys that fell in love with like guys that were, throw me a beer, fuck you. Here's,
Yeah.
Stone Cold just whooped your ass. Like that doesn't exist without the NWO's like anti-hero action.
Yeah.
And they needed to find their own foothold, and that's what they did. And I think the best part about it is, and this is what happened. Like when you were there, we lived it. The NWO happened, and it was the best thing in wrestling. It was killing
Oh,
everything.
my high school
But then it
blew up
got,
with NWO t-shirts.
but then it got stale, and they tried to keep reinventing it, and you couldn't because you could only do it so
You can
much.
only do it
But
once.
what the WWF did was they said, all right, well, we're just going to let guys go out there and speak their mind and kind of be themselves. But then that could be duplicated because people are different.
Yep.
Like that's why you
Absolutely.
have now, like you have the LA Knights and you have the Seth freaking Rollins and the CM Punks, like the straight edge superstar. Like then you have the rated R superstar. Like you have all these different versions of it,
Yep.
and it doesn't come off nearly as bogus and it's not as repetitive because everyone's a little different.
Yeah, because
And that's why,
because when the NWO went off, and then they went to NWO Red, then they went to the Wolfpack, then they went to the Latino NWO. Stop, man, stop! Like you're ruining it. You're diluting it. It doesn't work anymore.
yep, and
But
it fell apart. And that's why there is no WCW and there is still WWE.
yeah, so NWO goes off. How does WAF counter it? DX, which I don't recall. We did our top entrances, and I believe I put NWO's number one. And lately, I've been rethinking that because I've been watching some old stuff. NWO's was great because it was innovative. It was different.
Yeah.
It was different. It was slow. It was chill. They were cool. DX was fuck you and your mother. I'm coming at you. Fuck whatever you think. DX is the number one entrance of all time. So anyone who's seen that podcast, I'm redacting what I said. DX is the greatest entrance of all time. 100%.
Still love $1 Million. I still love the $1 Million
You're an
Man.
idiot. That's wrong. Your answer's wrong. If opinions can be wrong, that opinion is wrong.
That's still my favorite one.
So
I,
good.
I can't help it. $1 Million Man is still one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I love everything about it. It was so simple. It was so smart. He did it so well. I loved it.
Let me ask you this question as we're ending time here.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I always liked a good heel because it made the baby face better, right? A good heel, a Mr. Perfect, a Ravishing Rick Rude, a Roddy Piper,
Oh yeah.
always made Haku, made the heel better, right? When Hogan turned to heel, that was when I realized I've always been a heel fan. I never realized I was. I always thought I liked, and even like I was the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan. Ultimate Warrior wasn't a heel or a babyface. He was just the Ultimate Warrior, which is what
Yep.
I loved about him. But if I look back in history, like in my time, some of my favorite wrestlers were Ravishing Rick Rude,
Oh, I love Ravishing Rick Rude.
Piper when he was bad, Mr. Perfect. I loved the heels. I always loved the heels.
Love the Undertaker when he was a heel. Like when he was, well, he was more. He wasn't a heel. He was more than
He
that.
was more than that.
Like he was a
He
superhero,
was almost
or like a
he was almost anti-heel. He was
yeah.
he was what the Ultimate Warrior was, just on the opposite spectrum.
Dude, he was. Yeah, I mean that's another. But no, that's who I've always been for. Like I've always, and then it made it so easy when like Stone Cold and The Rock. Like I enjoyed them the most.
Oh, the Rock when he was a heel, when he was the corporate champion,
Mm-hmm.
maybe the greatest Rock of all time.
That, and then also when you have like Triple H.
Triple H,
Triple H
yeah,
is also another one.
yeah. Well, DX was kind of that way. DX was like, are they good? Are they bad? Are they babyface? Are they heel? I don't know what they are, but I love them.
They're everything. That's the thing, is that's why they outlasted everybody.
Yep.
They don't fall in any of those categories. They're just doing their thing,
So
and it's all different.
So man, we are close, or we're there. But I have a question. Who, in your opinion, is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time?
Mr. Perfect.
I love that answer.
Well,
Okay, I love that answer.
yeah.
I love that answer. Here's my answer. If he's ever at my gas station, I won't even work that day. I will camp out in front of the store. The greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time is Jake the Snake Roberts. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, that's a better answer.
Do you want to know why?
Please tell me.
He never won it.
Wait a minute, he never won the Intercontinental Championship?
Is there anyone more deserving to hold that title than Jake the Snake Roberts? His promos when I was a kid would scare me.
Damn, I can't believe he never won it. He never won a title. So he never won a title at all?
He never won a title. He is the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever to live, and he never even won the belt. I will stand by that for the rest of my life. You can't say another name that deserved it more than him that never got it.
No, you're right. That's tough.
He was the most terrifying interview promo cutter of all time because he was calm and he was scary.
Oh, and by the way, hold on, just so you guys show you here in the background. There you go. Hogan just won it.
Of course he won it. Did he deserve it?
It's the 90.
Who'd he beat? Who'd he eliminate?
No, this is the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, who'd he eliminate?
Oh, I didn't watch the whole thing. I got to go back and see which one this was.
I'll tell you what.
Everybody. Everybody.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where the cutoff on watching Royal Rumbles is. As soon as they made the winner of the Royal Rumble championship eligible. As soon as they declared that the winner of the Royal Rumble got a title shot, Royal Rumble was over. Because they're not going to let Jim Duggan win a Royal Rumble. They're not going to let a Coco Beware win a Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble
I see what you're saying.
Survival to fit, like just the last man standing. There's a lot of ways to be the last man standing. You can sit in the corner and wait. There's a lot of things you can do to win a Royal Rumble, but they're not going to let you win if they don't want you to be champion.
I can see that. I guess I never really thought of it that way.
Downfall of the Royal Rumble.
Thanks for fucking that up for me. I used to love Royal Rumbles. One of my favorite. I love listening to the kids count them in.
You can just stop watching as soon as you know who's going to win. As soon as it's predictable who's going to win, where it's like, oh, there's only 3 guys that could win this thing.
Damn.
Yeah. They ruined the Royal Rumble.
Thanks for that.
Which is why I've sent hundreds and hundreds of resumes to WWE. Hundreds. I sent
to write for them?
When I was 20, when I graduated college, I would send 1 a week. Never got a call.
What are you doing, WWE? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Look at this guy. This guy knows wrestling. Could change the business. Could change the business.
Yeah, God forbid. I mean, they're hurting.
Now I gotta cut lawns. Now I gotta cut lawns and dig holes and do this shitty podcast. What the?
Whoa! It's an average podcast.
It's an average.
It's an average podcast at best. But so as we finish up, because we have gone over our time, I'm gonna see your buddy tomorrow. We're gonna be out with Jake Beck and the Brother Rice hockey team. at the Brother Ice golf outing at George
Oh,
Dunn Golf Course in Oak Forest.
good luck playing that
Come
course.
on out. There's still foursomes available. Go to the Brother Ice
I wish I
Hockey Facebook
I wish
page
I
and
would have known
Instagram.
about this because I would have flown out.
Oh, you're gonna fly all the way out for that one? Though it's just a golf outing, and they're not allowed to drink at it. But
I
I will
am.
have their schedule. I will have their schedule in hand tomorrow after I meet with their coach, and I will let you know when you can come in for a game.
Dude, I honestly, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I probably should have.
I kind of feel like you dropped the ball.
I might have dropped it.
I kind of feel
I
like
told you about this earlier, I thought.
no.
Anyway, we'll discuss this later.
Yeah,
Long story short, head on out to George Dunn tomorrow. Shotgun start is 1 o'clock. The lunches beforehand. Go to Brother Ice's website or go to Facebook page of Brother Ice Hockey or their Instagram. It's all posted up there. Or go to ours. We've been sharing it on our Instagram and our Facebook page all week long. Maybe you might have saw it there. But we're excited to see Jake again tomorrow. He's our guy.
get Jake's
Um,
autograph now.
I got mine.
Yes, you did. Get your autograph now because this dude is very bare minimum. This dude's running a company somewhere. Like he's gonna be something. This dude's a stud, badass hockey player. He's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He is
He
he
is
is
he is a
legit.
he's legit.
He's
He
legit.
that's why I already shipped out my Beckham shirts.
Love it.
I love Beckham. So, all right. Thank everybody for listening. Thank you, Florida Steve, for another wonderful podcast. Uh, it's always a pleasure. We'll probably knock out a few more before I get down there and we're back together.
And then we're gonna do a live stream of our fantasy football draft.
Gonna have to stay tuned for that. We're gonna get all the details. We're gonna be live streaming our fantasy draft. We're gonna have a confessional booth for all the failures for everyone else but me, and my excitement for a return championship, back to back. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Love you, buddy. We'll talk to you later. Rip 'em.